All right, let's talk Red Dead Redemption 3. I've got a theory for you today that is so good, so obvious. Once you see it, you're going to wonder how it was ever hidden in the first place.
Because, get this, what if the next chapter in this incredible saga isn't a new story at all?
What if it's been right there the whole time, hiding in plain sight? A story that revolves around the one single event the series has always refused to show us. You know the one I'm talking about. The moment that destroyed everything. The Blackwater Massacre.
Okay, so to really get why this theory holds so much water, we have to look at this huge gaping hole in the van der Linde gang's history. See, here's the thing. To move the story forward, Rockstar actually has to go back.
I mean, just think about it, right? Where can they even go? Moving forward in time? Well, that's a dead end. Our guys, John, Arthur, or Dutch, they're all gone. And Jack Marston's story? It's basically a totally different genre. More like a 20th century crime story than a Western. But going backwards? Now that fits the Rockstar playbook to a T. Red Dead 2 didn't continue the story of the first game, did it? No, it explained it, gave it all that rich context. So it only makes sense that Red Dead 3 would do the exact same thing for Red Dead 2.
And the biggest single unanswered question of the entire franchise is Blackwater. I mean, everybody in Red Dead 2 talks about it. They whisper about it like it was this absolute nightmare. But we never, ever see it. We just get these little crumbs, these vague, haunting facts. The details, they're completely and I think deliberately missing. It's like Rockstar left a game-sized hole right in the middle of their own timeline.
And that's the whole point, you see. Blackwater isn't just some backstory. It's not just a piece of lore. This is the event that created Red Dead Redemption. It is the inciting incident for the entire saga. It's the exact moment the dream of the van der Linde gang finally died. And that long, painful end we all know, well, that's when it truly began.
So, if we're going back to Blackwater, who's our guy? Who do we play as? Well, the answer isn't a young Dutch, and it's not a young Arthur either. No. It's the unseen protagonist, the man who holds the key to this entire mystery, Mac Callander.
And I know what you're thinking. Mac Callander? Really? Why him? It seems like a weird choice, right? I mean, this is a character we have never, ever seen. But hear me out. That's exactly what makes him the perfect choice.
Just look at how Rockstar has already set him up. Who speaks badly of Mac? The bad guys, the Pinkertons, or people trying to make the gang look squeaky clean. But who speaks well of him? The people who were actually there, in the trenches with him. The people who really knew him. They respected him. It's the classic Rockstar protagonist formula, isn't it? The world sees a monster, but the truth? Oh, the truth is always way more complicated.
And I mean, look at how the characters describe him. He fits the mold perfectly. He's violent, reckless, unpredictable, yet fiercely loyal. He's dangerous, but you know there's something redeemable in there. Sound familiar? That's Arthur Morgan, and that's John Marston. Mac Callander is absolutely tailor-made to be a Red Dead protagonist. You know, every Red Dead protagonist seems to have a thematic role. Arthur, he was the heart of the gang, wrestling with its soul. John, he was the consequence, desperately trying to outrun its past. So where does Mac fit in? Mac would be the sin. He'd be the one who was there when that first unforgivable crack appeared in the whole foundation.
Okay, so how would a story like this actually play out? Well, this wouldn't just be some simple prequel. No way. This would have to be a classic tragedy, structured to show us the very, very beginning of the end for the van der Linde gang. We'd get to see the rot begin.
So picture this. The game starts in the gang's golden age. We finally get to see them at their absolute peak. Powerful, rich, and, still a family. But then, the doubt starts to creep in. Playing as Mac, we'd start to see the cracks forming, the rot setting in, long before Arthur ever did. And that leads to the fall. The moment Mac realizes the horrifying truth, the law isn't just chasing them, they're walking right into a trap. See, Mac isn't a philosopher like Arthur. He's a man of action. So when he sees Dutch getting obsessed with his legacy, and he sees a snake like Micah whispering poison in his ear, he doesn't just go write about it in a journal. Nope, he starts investigating. And that puts him on a direct collision course with a very, very dangerous truth.
And all of it leads to the climax. The single moment the entire series hinges on. We're finally going to talk about what could have really happened on that ferry during the Blackwater betrayal.
Okay, here it is, the core twist. The Blackwater job wasn't a heist that just went south. It was a setup, an ambush. The whole theory is that the gang was betrayed from the inside, not by one of the main members we know, but by someone in their wider network who sold them out to the Pinkertons.
Just imagine playing this mission. It all starts clean. This is the big one, the score of a lifetime. And then,
Just absolute chaos. Pinkertons are pouring in from everywhere. It's a full-blown ambush. They knew. They were waiting for them.
And right in the middle of all that chaos, Dutch, the charismatic, in-control leader we all know, he just completely panics. He breaks.
And this is when we finally witness it. Dutch kills Heidi McCourt. But this time, we would finally see why. Was she just an innocent bystander caught in the crossfire? Or was she part of the setup? Was she reaching for a gun? Did Dutch just snap? Playing as Max, we would finally know the truth. But of course, the tragedy doesn't end there. This is Red Dead after all. It needs a Red Dead ending. And the fate we're proposing for Mac Callander, it might just be the most tragic of them all. See, the Pinkertons claim Mac died in the fight, but Rockstar is very careful to never actually confirm that. So here's the final gut punch. Mac survives the massacre, only to be captured. The Pinkertons torture him. They offer him a deal. Give up Dutch, and you walk. And in one final, heartbreaking act of loyalty to the only family he's ever known, he tells them to go to hell. He refuses.
But before he dies, he manages to get one last message out, a warning to Arthur, just a few words. It wasn't just the law. We were sold. That one line. My God, that one line changes everything. It's the seed of doubt that we see growing and festering inside Arthur for the entire story of Red Dead Redemption 2.
So, you have to ask yourself, what if this has been the plan all along? What if Rockstar's been waiting to reveal that the grand story of Red Dead Redemption isn't really about the end of the Wild West? What if it's about something way more personal, something timeless? It's about loyalty, and the absolutely devastating price you sometimes have to pay for it.